Okay, guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Wrestleslam, the podcast brought to you by the Macau Casino, Cork City. And yet again, guys, it is Wrestlemania week, which is huge. It's huge for us. And yet again, we cannot wait. We will be in Matt's house on Saturday to watch night one. Night two is a different story, to be honest. We're all going to be wrecked in our home on the couch, fragile from an all-nighter. But anyway, we are joined by the one and only Matt Murphy and Phil Connolly, and we are fresh after a huge RCW show at the PAV Good Friday. It was iconic. And Robbie X retained his X Rebel Division Championship in style against Terry Thatcher, Leifin Buzzard, and Fabio. We've seen a massive match between Rio and Anita Vaughn, and that was incredible. And of course, Rio retained her Progress title, beating Anita. We've seen Sesh Martina come to the ring. She was in a big segment, J Money, and much more. But we will get into that in just a sec. But yet again, it's WrestleMania week. We're very, very excited for what's ahead. Phil, what way is your emotions heading into WrestleMania week? There's a lot of people right now getting ready to jet off to the States. Unfortunately, we won't be there this year, guys. But anyway, good luck to everyone from Irlande and all across Europe heading to America this week. And to all the wrestlers from the Irish scene, we wish you all the best of luck because we know a lot of you are going to wrestle out there this week. So, lads, do us proud as always, and hopefully you are spotted and hopefully you make your dreams come true. But WrestleMania week, guys, Phil, what's your thoughts on this Monday?
Like, I mean, tonight now we've Raw. That's an hour. Is it an hour free of ads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I fully expect a half an hour Bloodline segment at the start of the show. I see a lot of people are saying this is the best build up in years, but I have major issues with this whole thing. It's really bugging me because the Roman Reigns is nowhere to be seen, and he's the guy that has the world belt, and it's WrestleMania 40. I know he did the in-ring segment with Cody and all that stuff, but if you were just coming in off the streets watching this, you'd be like, "Oh, Rock and Cody is the main event."
Yeah,
I have
I
a big
know.
problem with that. I have a big issue with that.
Well, they're just assuming that we all know about it, like, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
that's terrible.
I'm on the bandwagon to say that I fucking loved the ending of Raw last week. I
Yeah,
know just something about it, like it did make The Rock the real threat, made him more like the final boss, that he is something that's in Cody's way after Roman. But but yeah, I think they're just focusing way too much on The Rock instead of Roman Reigns. Because the last thing we want is like him to be like the Miz when it came to John Cena and The Rock's rivalry at WrestleMania 27, just as a stepping stone with Cody and The Rock. So I hope they use Roman properly this time this night Raw.
Yeah, I have I'll get into it more later, but I reckon Roman's going to turn on The Rock.
yeah.
Plot twist.
There's more to something. All right.
Yeah, I reckon Roman's actually going to be the one that turns on The Rock. I think there's going to be something. We're all expecting The Rock to turn on Roman. I reckon somewhere along the lines, Roman's actually going to turn on The Rock, and that's what's going to happen. But yet again, look, there's a lot of momentum at the moment. Obviously, we know some of the matches that have been announced, and yet again, we know night one for sure, the Bloodline versus Cody and Rollins. Night two, obviously, Rollins versus Drew McIntyre and Roman versus Cody. I'm sure the rest of the matches will be announced, obviously, tonight and on Friday. But it's an interesting one, guys, isn't it? It
Yeah,
really is.
it's a stacked card. It really is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rumors and there's a lot of stuff going around them where I'm not gonna go into too much because they're all out there about. But there's just so much stuff being said that I don't know what's true and what's not true.
Yeah.
Do you hear the one about Austin and Cena saving Cody Rhodes?
Well, there's the truck was in the background when The Rock was beating the shit out of Cody, and they say sometimes they just see the video then of it was a Drew McIntyre talking to McIntyre was in the background. He was talking to Paul Heyman.
He was, yeah. And
Yeah.
like I remember that people like that's such a Triple H thing to do. Triple H loves hidden like Easter eggs in the background of foreshadow what's gonna happen. I mean it can't be just random internet rumors saying, "Oh, what if John Cena and The Rock shows up for no reason?" But it can happen. I'm at that point now where whatever in it's saying will happen, will happen.
Yeah, well, I'm all for Cena and The Rock coming out. Sorry, I'm all for Cena and Austin to come out. I just want Cody to get a clean win. I want Cody to win. I want then The Rock and Roman to beat the shit out of Cody after the match, and that's when Austin and Cena comes out. I don't want it to happen in the midst of a match, you know?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, I agree with you completely. I think The Rock and Roman are going to win night one.
Yeah, they'd have to, wouldn't they? They have to, like.
It has to be bloodline rules going into that match.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But the big thing with me is they said that if Cody doesn't win, he can't fight for the belt ever again. So
Yeah, and whenever they say that, it's kind of like, oh, now we know that they're definitely gonna win this one. Like when you say
yeah,
it like that. I mean, there is like a rumor on the internet, a popular rumor that The Rock is gonna cost Roman Reigns the WWE Championship, and the Roman does not show up at all at Raw. Wait, The Rock will have the bloodline turn against Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns does not show up to WWE at all until SummerSlam, when if there's Cody versus The Rock, and Roman costs The Rock the WWE title, that leads up to that match at WrestleMania 41, Rock versus Roman.
yeah.
Makes sense, you know, but I suppose that means he's away for quite a bit then, like, isn't he?
Yeah, because he's already been doing like what, movies and everything like that. He even admitted it in interviews.
No,
Who, Roman, does it?
yeah.
So yeah,
What movies is he doing? I wonder. Any insight?
He's been in Fast and Furious.
yeah, but recently, though, you know.
Not off the top of my head, that's the only thing I remember him being in.
I'll have to have a look at that now. I'd be
Yeah.
curious to see, because like obviously he's got the look. You know what I mean? He's got the look. Was he in Fast and Furious, Roman?
Yeah, what I think it was the one The Rock was in.
Yeah,
Hobbs and Shaw, I think.
Yeah, yeah. He's so young still. Like people forget, like he's only 38. You know?
it is Jesus Christ, young us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's only a bad
in the film coming up called Action Force.
Action Force. Interesting.
It doesn't say what it's about, but doesn't look particularly brilliant either.
Yeah, I'm on his Wikipedia here now. There's so much shit there now. It's like, when I mean shit, I mean there's so much content.
But I do think he also realizes he's at an age where I think it is time to wind down a bit.
Yeah, well, he's a smart guy, like, you know what I mean. I think he's like he's done a lot already. You know, I think the movie role would be great for him if he can crack it.
But you know what, the big thing here that not a lot of people are talking about is this deal with Netflix. This is going to open doors now to Roman being in like shows and original content on Netflix.
Yeah, yeah. It's like the time Adam Sandler signed his life away for $1 billion. And now every film he brings out, including Happy Gilmore 2, by the way.
Yes. Come on, Gavin.
That is.
But I do want to see that in the cinema. That can't be in the cinema, can it? Because it's on Netflix.
It's Netflix, yeah.
Is it definitely gonna be Netflix?
Yeah,
it has to be,
yeah.
Yeah. And see, Tiger Woods is actually in that as well, which is pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, it's WrestleMania 40. It's going to be incredible. Night one will be incredible because we are going to be at Matt's house. He's a great host. We're going to have to get our food. No disrespect to Apache Pizza, but the last time we were at Matt's house was the Royal Rumble. We ordered Apache Pizza in Cork, which we absolutely adore, but they left it about a half a kilometre up the road on top of a bench outside a pub.
Yeah. I know it was late and there'll be no one around and no one would have stolen it, but that's not the point.
Yeah, it was like at 2 o'clock in the morning, and gets this, they actually contacted us just at the last minute of the Women's Royal Rumble. So
yes,
good timing, lads.
And they forgot to bring that burger as well, didn't they? Was it my breast in the bun? I think. Yeah. So we won't be getting Apache Pizza this time. Domino's are doing half price up to the 7th.
Yeah.
We're not going to get any partnerships with Apache Pizza as well. Don't forget that.
That's okay.
Bring me a piece of that.
No, we love Apache Pizza, but yes, there's a couple of Apache pizzas. The one we ordered, they let us down. But anyway, yes. So Royal Rumble was great. WrestleMania is going to be epic, and it is 40. It is this week, guys. What do you expect will happen after Mania. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of contracts about to end, including Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I've heard
The
about
book
that.
is out. She's on tour the last week or two. Is Becky gone after WrestleMania? I think she could be, guys. There's
I
talk.
think the big thing here as well, that not a lot of people are talking about, is Seth Rollins is also up.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
So they could leave. It's possible.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
if they leave and go to AEW, then AEW is wasting so much money on them, and they don't need them.
What are you talking? I'd say for Becky and Seth together, they probably get 2-3 million a year each, would they?
Well,
At least.
If Sasha Banks is getting 5 million a year,
Yeah, Becky's on 5.5. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
So like, if Sasha's getting that much, I'm assuming that Seth Rollins will want 8 or 9.
yeah, and he'll probably get it. Like that's the
I
thing.
get it, all right. But like, what do you do with them? Like, people are already tired of this because we won't go into it because this whole AEW thing is a nightmare.
And we're just focusing on like WrestleMania at the moment.
Yeah, but there was talk that Becky's interested in going to TNA.
Whether could they afford her, I don't know.
Yeah, she actually I saw an interview with herself talking about her book, and she actually mentioned about TNA, that she actually was willing to go to TNA because she admits at that time, if you remember the WWE Divas division at the time, Jesus Christ, they treated like the knockouts there more respect, more noticed at the time.
Yeah,
So like that was
yeah,
kind of a good choice in some way.
yeah. No, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Becky. Yet again, I suppose today and Friday, guys, we're going to know the layout of night 1 and night 2. But obviously, Io Sky versus Bayley, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch, Gunther versus Sami Zayn, the Judgment Day versus DIY versus the Awesome Truth versus the New Day versus A Town Down Under versus the New Catch Republic. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. That'll be a match I'm really looking forward to. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. It's the third time that two brothers have fought at WrestleMania. Matt, can you name the first two brothers to fight at WrestleMania?
Bret Hart versus Owen Hart, if I'm right.
Yes. And
Yes.
Phil, can you name the second?
The Hardy Boys in a hardcore match in Texas at WrestleMania 25.
There you go. There's fucking facts. I love it. So yeah, Jay versus Jimmy. Have a sneaky feeling that Jimmy might win this one.
He needs to win because he's
Yeah,
not
he
being
does.
talked about at all.
Yeah, he needs to be
Like,
repackaged for
the
Raw.
Usos are so bad right now that I could see them being reunited by SummerSlam.
Yeah,
Oh,
they have
okay,
to.
right. But are they gonna do like a whole, oh, they're reunited, but I hate your guts, you hate my guts still, but they're not the same.
No, they have to.
I don't know.
If you've seen the attraction they got at Money in the Bank in London,
Yeah,
compared to where they are now,
it's
they've really not been able to work with Jay.
that match is what killed them. That Roman Reigns match absolutely destroyed their momentum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
I know. I think this is just a random one, but when you mentioned main event Jay entrance, I'm looking forward to see Pat McAfee on the table at WrestleMania.
Well, that will be class. I reckon that could be night 1.
Yeah. There's a reason why Michael Cole said that he saved his career, like. But anyway, let's move on.
What was the other WrestleMania match they added there the other day, which I thought was completely random, but I understand why.
Was that Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Naomi, Damage
It's not
Control?
that one. It's the Rey Mysterio one.
That's not been officially confirmed just yet, though.
Oh, it is. It's done. Yeah.
Is it really? Yeah, because
It's not their thing, but it is a tag match. Yeah.
yeah, Logan Paul versus Randy versus Kevin. Have they actually announced that? Yeah.
Yeah. So Ray and Dragon Lee versus Dom and Santos.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
Like, that wouldn't even main event like a SmackDown. It would be on SmackDown. You know.
Exactly.
Ray must be injured, lads. And he
Ray pushing on. What's Ray now?
50.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, but like,
not good.
I heard a rumor the other day that they want to do Dominic and Ray again, but maybe they're going to save that next year. Ray might retire at the next WrestleMania.
I honestly don't know because I feel like Dominic right now, I wouldn't say that they need to keep him away from Rey Mysterio, but it's official. Dominic, because he used to be known as Rey Mysterio's kid. And when I saw him joining Judgment Day, I was like, oh, they're just going to mention him as Rey Mysterio's kid. No, he's getting serious heat.
Yeah.
Like he's getting out of his father's shadow, and it'll take you a lot of heel power to make the crowd just boo you when you just say one word.
I'm hoping that Dragon Lee looks like a megastar coming out of this match because he's talented.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm changing the subject. Dominic, I think Dominic is incredible.
Yeah.
He is great, but you need to use him properly.
Yeah, he's very good. Like I think he'd be a great Intercontinental champion or something, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like you know, when it's all got from Gunter and the lads, you know.
Yeah. Gunter. That whole thing with Sammy, I'm going off topic, but that whole Sami Zayn beating Gunter, I'm not a fan of at all.
Do you think it's going to happen?
I want to say no, but yeah, I have a feeling that he might be. I don't want to see two long Reigns being defeated ended at WrestleMania like that.
Yeah.
I don't want Reigns losing to Cody and Sammy. It's the same story. It is the exact same story.
Well, see what I'm looking at here now is the bigger picture. It's the fact if Gunter loses that belt, right? He's going to come out then. Is he on? He's on SmackDown, isn't he?
Raw.
Yeah, SmackDown, yeah.
Raw.
He's on Raw, yeah. Yeah, so he'll come out then on Raw and he'll go after like Drew McIntyre or whoever's the champion, you know?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen, like straight away.
Please, lads, I'm telling you now.
Yeah, well, it's got to be Mania. Lads. He's going to cash in at Mania, surely. Like, has to be Mania now. It's gone on so long, you know.
Are we talking about Damian Priest now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already mentioned why I'm just not a fan of Damian Priest's Money in the Bank at the moment. Like
yeah.
Obviously, there's just zero hype for him to cash in it soon. Like, I'm not gonna say that he's gonna pull a Seth Rollins and like cash in at Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes when they both pass out and they can't compete. But you know, something needs to make him a legit star now.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you make of this ladder match with Judgment Day? Just because Judgment Day on SmackDown looked like they were going to fall apart.
Yeah, they do. They do. That's the fucked up thing. They actually do, like, you know. I don't know. I like Judgment Day. I think they've been incredible. I didn't think they were going to be as big as what they've become. Rhea's Savage. I think Dominic is incredible. I love Phil Damien. You know, JD. I don't know. I think they should keep them around for a bit longer, but obviously they might go their own ways. You know, it could be down to whose contracts are up and who's not. You know what I mean? There's talks. Balor's contract's due soon.
Yeah, there was talks.
Priest is, yeah. And Mania is that's normally the way they sign their deals. It's normally around the Mania calendar, like as in a lot of contracts end the night of Mania. So we could see a big fucking press release now the next day saying, "Oh, like Balor's gone, Sheamus is gone." I think Sheamus is gone in the next couple of weeks. There's talks he's gone, lads. It keeps popping up. It's a rumor that won't go away.
He hasn't been seen now in about 6 months.
He hasn't. No, I was like thinking because I was on Instagram of all places and I just saw Sheamus O'Shaughnessy is all elite. I'm like, what? Is it happening?
April Fool.
Yeah.
He's definitely gone, lads. I generally believe that there was talks he was going to retire last year with all the injuries. I reckon personally that he's going to join All Elite, and I think he's going to have a lesser workload. We'll be blessed to see him at OTT maybe next year. But I think he's going to have a creative role in All Elite Wrestling. I think he won't get that with WWE at the moment. He's definitely a Hall of Famer, and I'm not going to say he's done with WWE, but I think he's going to maybe go to All Elite for a year or two.
Maybe, because I'll be gutted that he's gone. It's just that I'll always remember that I saw him on TV when I was like 15. And I thought, honestly, lads, I thought he was an American fella just acting Irish. But then I saw like the documentary, like, no, he's born and raised in Dublin. He's pure Irish. I was like, really? Irish people can get into WWE? That was a new one.
Yeah. I actually remember his website. I remember Sheamus's website just before he joined WWE. And his website was incredible. Obviously went under a different name, but like, yeah, I just remember him making his on-screen debut. I remember obviously him becoming champion for the first time. I remember, you know, putting John Cena through the table. Sheamus is a fucking icon, and I love his story. I love him in general. Every time I meet him when I'm out in the States, I love him to bits. He's a great guy. But I do think I do think he's in that category with fellow legends such as Edge, Mark Henry, the Big Show. I think he's in that category of where he's at that stage in his career where he can go off and do something for a year or two and come back to WWE. But I put him in that category with the legends, like the Big Show, like the whole lot of them. I really do.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. I can see him definitely being in the Hall of Fame. Like I can,
100%. He
I
has
would
to be.
love to see that he'll still be away, but then he'll make a comeback just to be in the Hall of Fame. Because I think his last match was against Edge, I think.
Yeah, and that was a
He
great
was
match.
involved with the Brooks as well. I'm doing something there.
Yeah.
But he's won every belt, hasn't he? Bar the Intercontinental belt.
Yeah, and and he won the Royal Rumble as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was talks. Obviously, the fans wanted him to face Walter. Like Sheamus and Walter would have been a better match.
I don't want to say what
Gunter, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been a better match.
They fought
yeah,
last year in the three-way, but yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah.
And I think going off topic, the one rivalry I am now even more invested on right now has to be LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
Well, yeah, the whole story behind that's incredible.
Yeah. So I think I know I'm kind of like worried that they're gonna pull a Randy Orton versus Triple H at WrestleMania 25, an amazing build up, but a shy payoff. But we know LA Knight and AJ Styles at the moment that they will actually look good at WrestleMania, so I'm buzzing for that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm excited, guys. I am. It's going to be a great Mania. It's going to be a great 2 nights. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's the time when all of us men forget that we're men, and we turn into kids again. Teenagers, and morals go out the fucking window. It's just the boys' night, watching the TV and watching the wrestling. But yeah, it's going to be great. And I'm gonna go here quickly with my predictions. Okay, so this is my predictions ahead of Mania. And I'm normally kind of accurate at times. There's times I'm accurate, there's times I'm not, right? But I'm gonna just bear with me 1 second because I'm having some technical difficulties with my it wasn't my internet or is it just a Zoom? But just 2 seconds. I'm gonna open this up on my phone, right? So I want your predictions as well, lads, right? So just bear with me. WrestleMania 40. Here's our matches, and I'm gonna go through it fast, extremely fast, right? So the Bloodline versus Cody and Seth. I'm gonna go for the Bloodline. Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. As the match stands, I'm gonna say Drew McIntyre. Roman versus Cody. I'm going to say Cody. Io Sky versus Bailey. I'm going to say Bailey. Ripley versus Becky Lynch. I'm going to say Rhea Ripley. Gunter versus Sammy. I am going to say Gunter. The Judgment Day versus DIY versus the Awesome Truth versus the AA Town Down Under versus the New Catch Republic. I really want to say the Judgment Day, but for some reason I'm going to say the Awesome Truth.
Yeah.
LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I am going to say LA Knight. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. I'm going to say Jimmy. Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. I am going to be a sneaky dog and say Randy Orton. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control. I reckon it's going to be Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. Latino Warlord, Rey and Dragon versus Escobar, Dirty Dominic. I'm going to say Dirty Dominic and Santos. And they're my predictions. So are you in along the lines of that, lads, or are you completely different?
Only thing I would love is I'd love Gunter to retain, but I think Sami Zayn is going to win. And other than that, the ladder match, I think I said last week that Awesome Truth and the team from SmackDown are going to win, so they're going to break them.
Yeah.
I can see I'm actually looking at the match cards as well. But I can see AJ Styles winning over LA Knight because I feel like AJ needs to get more recognition because LA Knight is over. We all know how big he is. I'm gonna be sneaky and say I'm gonna say like DIY winning the Undisputed Tag Team titles because I love at this type of match WWE loves to pick the least picked winners for this one. So I'm gonna go with DIY for that one. Jimmy versus Jay. I'm gonna go with Jimmy because Jed's getting way over. I'm gonna say Randy Orton as well for the United States Championship. Gunther's gonna beat Sammy. I can't see Sammy winning, and it hurts my heart because I love Sammy.
I want
Becky Lynch,
Gunther to win.
yeah, Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley, and I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch. And I know we talked about, oh, she's gonna be leaving soon and everything, but I feel like because Rhea is ready to drop that title because it was so long, Becky's gonna win one.
I
And
actually
yeah,
think that Rhea's going to hold the belt until next year, where she loses what's her name, Jade Cargill.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or, this might be a dirty one. If you're gonna go insane. I would love to see a face turn heel. That Rhea Ripley turns face, Becky Lynch turns heel, because maybe Becky's gonna get like her emotions getting away with after everything Rhea wins, and Rhea, she's a heel, but she's kind of a bad heel because everyone loves Rhea Ripley, so it's difficult for her to be a heel. Bayley's gonna win the Women's Championship, and Drew McIntyre is gonna win the World Heavyweight Championship. And Cody Rhodes is going to win against Roman Reigns because that's obvious build up. But for the tag team match, I can see that Cody and Seth is going to clear out the bloodline and they look like they're going to win. But Seth is going to hit the curve stomp, but out of nowhere, Drew McIntyre is going to hit him with the Claymore. And then the bloodline's going to wake up and take out Cody and Seth. And then The Rock and Roman's going to win. That's my prediction.
The Rock's going to pin Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
Does Seth turn on Cody that night as well? Say they lose the match. Does Seth hit him a stomp or not?
No, I don't think so.
yeah. Or what if Roman Reigns hits Cody with the Superman punch, and just when Roman's going to pin Cody, The Rock's going to come in, pull Roman Reigns off, and he'll pick up the win. As in he's stealing Roman Reigns' spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might not happen, but I think that'll foreshadow.
I think my choices are kind of similar there, but I think Logan Paul will retain. I think that.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think any a title reign does anything for Kevin Owens or Orton.
Yeah.
It does not.
Well, yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It does not for him. It does
not.
not for him. Like, and the thing is as well, like Logan Paul now can go and identify Braun Breaker, who should beat him.
Yeah, I get it. No, I get it. That's perfect prediction. Perfect prediction. Right, guys, before we wrap up, we're going to talk about RCW. We were in attendance and we're absolutely blessed to be the official media partners for Rebel County Wrestling in Cork. And yet again, it was a great show. What a crowd. There was more people there than the last show. The last one was sold out. This one was sold out. But it seems that an extra 10 to 15 to 20 people snuck in somehow. Because they couldn't get tickets. They got in somehow. And it just looked absolutely fucking extra chock-a-block. But what a night it was, first of all. Rebel County Wrestling.
It's sick.
Yeah.
If you haven't been to one of these shows, you need to get to the next one in June.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, June. And they announced, obviously, June, guys. Charlie Sterling will be there. Mark Haskins and Vicky Haskins. Sesh Martinez on the poster. We know Debbie will be there. But it was just a great night, obviously, for many reasons. Obviously, the iconic Billy Bellum made his comeback after being pretty much told he'd never wrestle again. There was a lot of emotion there, but his entrance was incredible. The match was incredible. And to see Raven Creed, turn on Billy at the end of the match means to me perhaps that we're going to see Raven versus Billy perhaps in June or in due course. But we got some great interviews. Myself and Matt were on interview duties while Phil was recording footage for a new documentary he's going to be making. Myself and Matt will be assisting him somewhat in these trips around the country. But listen, it's going to be incredible. But if you haven't checked, guys, these interviews are not up just yet. They will be up this week. We'll get them up before Mania. And we interviewed Seshmont Martina, which was a very, very incredible interview. We interviewed Debbie, and then we had Raven Creed, and Debbie had to get out of there. We interviewed Billy Bedlam. We had Matt had Rio on. We also interviewed gone blank. Yeah, Leif and Buzzard, and there was one or two more. Matt, was there?
I got a chance to interview Renzo Rose, and I got some
Renzo Rose. Yeah, yeah.
of in that one, and Robbie
Endoros.
Renzo Rose.
Rose. I think he's in denial. If you watch the interview, I think I'm going to be his future announcer at this point.
Yes, I think that could very much happen. But it was a great night, guys. Them interviews will be up this week. And we have a TNA star on tomorrow night. I'm not going to announce who because I've announced 2 times in the last 3 weeks, you know, people I was going to bring on. I missed one of them on my own accord. That was my complete and absolute fuck up. I got the days wrong. And Frankie Kazarian was waiting for me, but I never arrived. And then we had 2 females. They were on last week, but they changed their day. And I couldn't make the morning interview then 2 days later. So we have someone on tomorrow. She's a bright star from the UK. One of TNA's newest signings. We've been lucky enough to meet her in the past, NXT UK. She'll be on this week. So we will bring you that when we can. But yet again, guys, Wrestlemania week. Safe travels to everyone that is making that trip from the UK and Ireland and Europe over to America.
We might do a few small TikTok videos, reactions.
Yeah, we will actually. Yeah, the reactions were good last time. Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we put up the reactions last time, did we?
We did.
TikTok.
I put them up on TikTok.
Oh yeah, we got a few on TikTok. Yeah, we did. So yeah, we'll put up the reactions. We'll put up the food binge. We'll put up what food we're going to get. A special mention to whoever we go to. I'm in favor of Domino's Pizza right now for that half price deal. I think you have to spend €30, but look, we're going to spend around €70 between the 3 of us because we're scavengers.
There's also Casey, as I'll take right over in Douglas. That's an idea.
Casey's in Douglas, yes, but I think that might be closed when we approach.
You never know.
Never know. It's WrestleMania week. They should all stay open. But yet again, guys, it's going to be an incredible week. We'll have a big show next week. It'll be a clean new slate for us next week as well because we work with that WrestleMania calendar as well. So if there's anything that we can change from next week onwards, let us know. If you want a new background, if you want to eliminate my face and put in an emoji, whatever you want to do, let us know. Thumbs up, yeah. But yet again,
oh, let me try it again.
Yes. But yet again, we'd like to thank everybody who has gone to our YouTube channel the last couple of months. I shouldn't say this, but yet again, if you want to get subscribers, guys, put up loads of shorts. Shorts videos will get you your subscribers. But from myself, Jerry Collin, from the one and only Phil Conley, and from Matt Murphy, we will see you this weekend, and keep it in our TikTok page where we put up reactions and more, and yet again our Twitter page. But we'll catch you next week with all the news of WrestleMania, what happened and what's coming. So we'll see you soon, guys. Thank you for tuning our way. This is Wrestleslam, the podcast, brought to you by the McCown Casino and from us here in Cork, Ireland. Have a good week and happy WrestleMania week.
And be like the Liberty Bell in Pennsylvania. Have a great crack in Pennsylvania. In Philadelphia.